Hey, let's talk about the movie adaptation of Fat Albert. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2004 live-action animated comedy flick Fat Albert, released by Fox and directed by Joel Zwick, based on the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids series created by Bill Cosby, starring Keenan Thompson in the title role, along with Kyla Pratt and Cosby himself, plus Dania, Ramirez, Shadrach Anderson III, Keith Robinson, Marquez Houston, Jermaine Williams, Aaron Frazier, Alfonso Macaulay, and a host of others. Anywho, now, I'm going to try not to give the whole story away, because this film may not have done so well. The film opened on Christmas Day in 2004. Anyway, the film acts as a continuation of the series after it had been over 20 years since it ended. As Fat Albert and his crew leave their 1970s cartoon world and enter the 2000s real world to help a teenage girl named Doris Robertson deal with the challenges of being unpopular. And, well, as the gang becomes three-dimensional humans, they have to come to grips with the differences that exist between their world and the real world. Anyway, Doris is grieving the death of her grandfather and resisting her foster sister Lori's efforts to engage socially. Upon learning that her parents will be away for a 2-day business trip, Doris Tear hits her television remote as Fat Albert's on, and the tear opens up a portal to the cartoon world, which Fat Albert jumps out of the TV upon seeing Doris, except real life, knowing she has a problem. So his crew, which consists of Rudy, Dumb Donald, Mushmouth, Bucky, and Old Wheeled Harold, plus Bill, come on out they jump out. Bill tells his kid brother Russell to stay put and covered for them. Doris insists she's fine, but Fat Albert really believes that they can help. But unfortunately, they can't go back to the TV because their show ends and they have to wait until tomorrow's show. So once they're there, the fun really begins. They follow Doris to school and are amazed by technology and what have you. And even kind of give a little bit of a sitch with an annoying schoolmate of the two girls, Reggie. But anyway, but soon things take a real turn for the worse as the gang starts changing colors and what have you, going from one color to another, their clothes and what have you. Yeah. Something minutes again, but soon they'll take a turn for the worst. But anyway, they manage to have more fun and what have you, but soon Fat Albert meets his own creator, Bill Cosby, in probably one of the funniest scenes. And he's like, I'm looking for Mr. Cosby. Are you his dad? Oh, I'm Fat Albert. Cosby just like, help! So he tells him of his dilemma, though frightened and skeptical at first. Cosby explains to him that his character is based on, just a slight spoiler for this, Doris's grandfather, Albert Robertson, which explains Doris's confusion over why Fat Albert seems so familiar. But Mr. Cosby warns Fowler that he has to return to the cartoon world or he will turn into celluloid dust. That's all I'm going to tell you. I will not give you the rest of this movie story, okay? Because this film was kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I watched it for the first time in years and what have you. So in a way, it is a guilty pleasure. And this was actually the second film, I do believe, that Fox released that was based on a cartoon character, because that same year, the studio released the Garfield movie, which I have yet to review that. The film was a slight bit of a disappointment, but it was modest though, as it went on to make $48 million. Well, its reviews were a little bit mixed to negative and what have you, with Rotten Tomatoes calling it a bland but good-natured adaptation of the cartoon show, which I completely do agree with them on that and what have you. Even film critic Roger Ebert said the movie is sweet in general, but not very compelling. But hey, that's understandable. Anyway, nevertheless, the film's still reasonable and what have you. It has a score by Richard Gibbs. It has a pretty good soundtrack, which includes a little bit of a rap, Falbert rap song, which that's really something. And I like when Falbert and the gang go with Doris to the mall and what have you. Boy, they have too much fun there. Yeah. And Falbert gets to try all these clothes and, like, he looks at the dude at the register, him trying all those clothes, and after giving him the price, it's like, well, I don't have any money. He's like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, you didn't ask. Oh, boy. Yep. But anyway, still, I will say that I did like some of the performances. We have Keenan Thompson playing Albert, of course. At first, I knew they were getting somebody else for that because this film had been in the works for some time. But anyway, Kyla Pratt, who was currently still playing Brianna on UPN's One-on-One at the time, plays Doris. Of course, Pratt recently appeared in the Dr. Dolittle films, which I do believe that the third film was soon to be released after this. Let's see. Dania Ramirez plays Laurie. She's pretty good. Shadrach Anderson III plays Rudy. Now, if you haven't seen my Saturday morning TV Waffle show, he's much more gentlemanly in ways, unlike how he is in the cartoon. Because if you have seen the Falbert cartoons, Rudy's kind of more cocky and all that jazz. But anyway, and Keith Robinson plays the young version of Cosby himself, younger version of Bill. He's not too bad. Marquez Houston plays Dum Donald, and well, you're gonna be surprised when you see him out his little bit of cover up. Jermaine Williams plays Mushmouth, who of course is oh wow. Aaron Frazier plays Old Weird Harold, because although that was only used in Cosby's stand-up routine, he was just Weird Harold in the cartoon though. Let's see, Alfonso McCauley plays Bucky, and it's not bad. Marion, I do believe, yes, he, of course, was best known as a member of that R&B boy band known as B2K. Plays Reggie. And again, we have a host of others and what have you. Let's see. You get to see... Man, this is tough and what have you. Aaron Carter, who of course the kid brother to a certain Backstreet Boy, is in here as well. You do get some other special appearances, including Jeff Garlin, who is currently big on HBO's sitcom with Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Joel Madden of the band Good Charlotte, but they're both uncredited. You do get to see the real Russell Cosby in the end with guys who play older versions of the Cosby Gang. But that's it. But again, I'm not gonna tell you what that's all about. If you are curious, I'd say maybe give Albert a one-time watch just to be on the safe side. And if you aren't satisfied with it and you think it's bland and all that stuff, hey, I'm an understanding person. But still, again, maybe give it a one-time watch. If you're not satisfied, just stick with the classic TV show. This movie is fun in some ways, but it's not quite as good as the TV show, though. But it still manages to pull a few pieces of and make it feel like the show in ways. But anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you. And alright. Now, what did you think of the Fat Albert movie? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you one of my two rankings, where if it's the first time watches or rewatches, just stay tuned. Since I'm doing since it's rewatches or first time watches, in rewatches, we'll see where the Fat Albert movie winds up. I'd say it's very likely it's going to be low in my view, but hey, I'm the judge here, and this is my channel. I do what I want. Not that I'm trying to be offensive and rude to anybody or anything, or you get the point, I hope. But anyway, let me know what you thought about the movie, and if you like this, you may want to consider checking out these other videos and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for another film that Keenan Thompson was in, and that was the underrated Good Burger, which he starred with Kel Mitchell doing a big version of their big skit from All That. In the upper right-hand corner is my review for a really fun-filled take on, an anime character in live-action form in the underrated Dudley Do-Right movie from 1998, 1998, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent Saturday morning TV log for the original Fat Albert and the Cosby Kid series, where I talk about all the shows they were in. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews of movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.